Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Round 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the red random allies. We have CWedvin. Spawn on the top right side as this blue empire. We have benchik. Spawn on the bottom right side as the magenta allies. We have Stryderr. Spawn on the bottom left side as the green allies. We have nickname. Very good nickname. Spawn on the left side as the yellow Soviets, we have FIXX with 2 X's, and spawning as a Cyan Empire, we have MrMainFrameCore. You better go for a MrMainFrameCore. Looks like a lot of doggies being deployed on out. We got some doggy or 8 doggy for defense for magenta. The sea dog does get barked and stunned and does get killed off there. Brings a fancy fourth dog over here. May find him. No, will not get himself a engineer. These red peacekeepers will keep him nice and safe. Good bark there by green, allowing him to get a safe kill onto magenta's dog. And does actually get the kill there. There you go, gets the kill there as well. May get shot. Yep. And that peacekeeper is actually an ATF agent. We do have these bears being employed on out. Got a handful of peacekeepers making their way over towards the bears. Blue has claimed this oil derrick, and blue or cyan tried to claim this oil derrick as well, but was unsuccessful. Finds himself a burst drone and crushes a Imperial warrior. More Imperial warriors being pushed on out. He may get some more crushes. Does get 1, 2. Oh, and does get a crush there as well. That guy managed to skirt on by. And looks like the dog did stop the not expansion, but deployment of the refinery there. Handful of red peacekeepers right here. And up north, we got a Dojo Core spotted by Cyan. And now the Dragonfly is going to really just keep an eye on it. And as well as all of his legs on it. Mega Tengu advancing forward, trying to gauge that Dojo Core now. Burst drone being deployed out by blue, trying to scout out Cyan. So it's 2 empires, Allied versus Soviet, and 2 allies on the bottom. Wave of peacekeepers advancing forward. Green's dog will be shot up. And right now, this ore derrick is under siege. It is claimed by magenta. Red's going to advance forward with peacekeepers to save it. And we got a yellow bear next to his teammates MCV as well. Do you have a flak trooper here? Not sure why there's a flak trooper. Oh, I do hear. Looks like Riptide's been pushed on forward. That one's loaded up with a pair of peacekeepers. And now he's going to advance forward with these peacekeepers. Gain some damage onto Green's peacekeepers. They're actually quite bunched up. We're seeing a good splash damage there from Magenta's peacekeepers. Does advance forward with these runs. I do hear a cash bounty on this one here. Does take it out, but it was Yellow's cash bounty. Of course, he's the only Soviet player in the game. And more bombing runs hitting the magenta forces. Ooh, and this Vindicator is almost down, receiving quite a bit of fire. Does load up inside of there, does unload it there, throws both bombs there, and throws a lot of bombs on that one. Does point out barracks to support his teammate. Got a big wave of red peacekeepers here. And the bear does get shot up. Oil derrick does go down. And Green's going to be eye for a bombing run. Not so sure where though. Let's see where he's going to go with that. Does hit that reactor there, power plant. Get it fully destroyed. He does sell off a handful of credits. Oil derrick down to siege from the Mega Tengus does take it out as well. Cyan's advancing for a big swarm of Mega Tengus. Blue's going to try to advance forward with his MCV, trying to get some crushes. And looks like Cyan will go and transform away. Red has deployed a multi-gun turret there, and now responding with some peacekeepers. A lot of peacekeepers up north. At this point in time, the Defender Corps wouldn't be half bad. Down south, got 2 airfields right next to each other. It's not great because it can be quickly frozen down, targeted down by many protocols. And Cyan does jump down and get a good engagement there onto Red's Prospector. Over here, Red's peacekeepers advancing forward, trying to get some good engagements on in. Got some defensive Mecha Tengus, as well as a flak tower being deployed out of the Soviet player. Cyan's Overclock does get chased down. Does take out one of those Mega Tengus. Another one of the Mega Tengus go down, just remaining one. Now Red's advancing forward. There's a lot of Peacekeepers here. Cyan may try to force some crushes there. Does have some repairs from the Mecha Bay. Massive cash bounty right there. Needs to charge forward for honorable discharge onto this big group of force. Does manage to save that guy. Do a good job trying to save his forces, but there's just way too many here. He has to be very aggressive and be suicidal, literally. Let's get some great crushes there with MCV, and the Rip and the Jet Tank was getting some great damage on there. Cash bounty is still going on. Getting some more credits back there for Yellow. And now Red is down to a handful of Peacekeepers. Got more reinforcing Peacekeepers here, as well as harassment onto his refinery line. Cyan, Yellow's finally deployed out a Tesla coil there. Multiple Tesla coils being deployed by Cyan. And does go and sell off that wall segment there, deploying out a reactor to help close the gap. Down south, Green is making some bombing runs onto Magenta. And Yellow does have a good defensive line right there. A lot of defenses, actually. Yellow's perhaps a little bit more turtly than he should be. In some cases, he should have been a bit more aggressive as Turtle to support his northern teammate. More Tesla cores being pulled out. He perhaps could sell off this one. This one's good for protecting that one, but this one's a little bit too far out. That cannon can say. Cryo shot has come forward, freezes down that multi-gun turret as we got Magenta's assault destroyer making his way onto land. Big bombing run there. He didn't turn off the black hole generator in time and does go down. Vindicator does go down to the Apollo. And over here we've got Desolator strike onto the Prospector. Conscript does get gunned down by the Imperial Warrior. And we have more and more assault destroyers making their way onto land. This one that was frozen is still alive and still a little bit chilled, but it's thawing out. Hydrofoil being deployed out by Green. Doesn't turn on the weapon jammer just yet. Is finding some shots onto these Vindicators. Vindicators will stay alive. Cryo shot has been deployed now. That's one multi-gun turret right there as well. Does use a weapon jammer right there. Use his own cryo shot against the forces here. Another multi-gun turret has been deployed now. He can use the weapon jammer. Does take it out right there. Got the weapon jammer now activated. Doesn't have enough any anti-aircraft mode. Got the Dolphins deployed out. Red's Dolphin does stay alive. Up north, got the Mega Tank is engaging Blue's refinery line. And it looks like Green will lose his naval yard. Doesn't get the bomb run off there. Does lose the Vindicator. Now Red's Dolphins are making their way through that naval yard. Does get a heroic Dolphin there. And looks like got some multi-gun turrets supporting his teammate. What does Blue have left? Okay, he does have the MCV still alive. It's just very compact. Does take out that multi-gun turret. We'll lose the one Vindicator. May lose the other one as well. But we got Apollos pursuing the Apollos. We do have some Javelin troops getting some great shots there. And looks like the Magenta may lose the Apollos as well. Nope, that heroic one will save life thanks to the fact that it's heroic. Now we've got a aircraft carrier bringing some sorties against the infrastructure. And Magenta and Red have a very good base right here. A lot of defenses, a lot of anti-aircraft carriers, so the aircraft carrier is able to, not aircraft carrier, multi-gun turrets, so the aircraft carrier is able to get a lot of work done from that position. Very well protected. Cyan has destroyed this Prospector here, or just backed out to outside the walls. They'll put a Tesla coil there, but that won't do much versus various structures. He needs to cancel it, but does get it fully built. Green has a engineer here for some odd reason. And the aircraft carrier does get shrunken down. And right now, Cyan, or Magentas and Greens and multi-gun turrets are advancing forward. He needs to get this assault destroyer closer to it, but does lose that multi-gun turret. Another bombing run coming on in. Gains some good damage there on the Prospector. And does get another round of shrinkage. Multi-gun turret does go down. And now Cryoblast. Why is there so many engineers? No, seriously, why are there so many engineers? 2 engineers do go down to that bombing run. Blue's facing forward. This is Yellow's Prospector, which Yellow's also Soviet. So the Soviet player advanced forward for engineer, captured his opponent's ore refinery. Okay. And got Desolator Strike over here as well. And over here we do have, looks like a Jet Tengu, Mega Tengu, now fully heroic. May get gunned down by the ore collector. Cryoblast's trying to freeze down this aircraft carrier now. We still got the engineer here. And now the Jump Troop may find an angle there. Nope, going for a multi-gun turret. And does not get the kill there. Does shrink it down, but still in range of the black hole armor. So it does save that aircraft carrier right there. Now got a crowd shot there. Does get unfrozen. Does get refrozen and destroyed by a Apollo there. All of these forces does get frozen right there. Over here, Science still advancing forward with some tsunami tanks. Blue tsunami tanks in the region. And these guys do get gunned down quite a bit. I think that was Emperor's Rage. That could have been from Blue trying to get these guys killed off. More bomb runs there. Magenta has expanded out over here. Science going for more and more aggression onto Magenta's base. Blue is being very, very passive. Not sure what he's doing. Does have expansion down here. Red has pushed very far forward. He may want his eye advancing forward. Both sides, I think, is just pulling too many defensive, being a bit too passive. Green is being passive for a good reason, because he's under siege. Could try expanding down back this direction, though. Prospector does go down. And now we've got the Mecha Tengus trying to engage the power plant. Jet Tengus were receiving quite a bit of fire. There goes a Jet Tengu. And it's going to go high. I harass the red Prospector. Down south, we've got some Dolphins skirting around. We'll spot Science base up here, but there's some defensive Yari mini subs here. Jet Tengus advancing forward to get a number of kills there on those Chopper VXs. He could transform, but does not. Does lose one of the Jet Tengus. Indicators coming for a bombing run, or they're coming back from a bombing run. And over here we do have, looks like a Cryoblast being pulled out, able to freeze these structures. And does kill off the Dolphin there, but the other Dolphin does manage to get the kill there. Gets a nice freeze on these various forces. Even the one of the Yari mini subs get frozen down. It looks like the Dolphin actually went down somehow as well. Not sure what it killed him. Maybe a fresh unit. Audible discharge. Twin Blades getting focused down by these Apollos. Got also a multi-gun turret here for Magenta for defense. And Yellow somehow captured up another ore refinery? How has this been happening? How is Yellow getting so many engineer captures on these structures? Chopper VX does get shot down there. We do have some Twin Blades here, but no MiGs. Blue's going to go and take time to destroy some of Yellow's infrastructure. He does have a flak tower on the other one. You have a barracks being redeployed as well. Oh, he lost the crusher crane. That was one he was building off of. He still has his MCV alive. And do have another Desolator airstrike right there. Looks like these Chopper Fakes did get cleaned up by the Apollos. We got some flak troopers here, but Emperor's Rage on top of the Tsunami tank at least. Does get quickly focused down by the Twin Blades. Meg's getting some good kills there. Takes out the Jet Tank while losing only one Twin Blade. And there goes that ore collector. multi-gunner eye for turrets to gain some great hits there on those twin blades. You know, down south, we've got the Apollos going down, or Vindicators, I should say. That is a lot of Dolphins and Hydrofoils, and there's not a lot of sea stuff out at sea. So he could lose everything to a super active if he so chooses. That's way too many Dolphins, and as well as Hydrofoils. So the Hydrofoils will be useful in protecting that aircraft carrier. Does shrink the aircraft carrier there as well. Repairs. Blue and red have quite a bit of grasp in the center of the map. Blue has also lost the expansion point again. The already mini subs, I must have took out that expansion point there. A lot of damage there. He could use an audible discharge, use it on this one. Or not audible discharge. Oh no, didn't get the final voyage off. If he would have done it right there, he could have destroyed both of the, at least destroyed this one, get some good damage there, perhaps even destroy Vindicator. How much does the final voyage does to a landed Vindicator? Looks like the Jet Tango's getting some good damage there on the Apollos. Get some good damage there as well. We do got these Jet Tango's flying about. We're seeing a bit of fire. We do got quite a bit of force here, and the aircraft carrier is still shrunken. Does receive some Athena cannon fire now. Going for an EMP missile on the Athena cannon. Does activate the shield generator, which it does only lock down the Athena cannon. Does get shrunken down as well. But the aircraft will still do a good amount of damage there. Likely will get the kill there. No, the Athena cannon has recovered. Shrinks it down, trying to make it run away, but does go down, however. And then we do got, looks like the Tsunami tanks advancing forward. We've got Desolator airstrike from the Soviet player. I also got some Jet Tangoos taking out some ground forces there. Another multi-gunner turret. Hammer tanks advancing forward, just being streamed on forward. I see a lot of pings being thrown down somewhere, and that's the Empire player. I'm not sure what he's doing or what he's pinging. Blue's advancing forward. We've got a Tesla trooper here. Trying to go for the lockdown. Does get locked down 2 of the tsunami tanks there. Very, very good. Pyrocopters do get their weapons jammed. We do have 2 Athena cannons here. One of them severely wounded. And now I've got a wave of chopper VXs advancing forward into Green's base. There's some Apollos here for anti-aircraft purposes, and Yellow's MiG getting some great kills in as well. Going for a transform right there. One does get frozen. Of course, the shield only prevents it from going down, not up, but does get both of them frozen, shrunk. The Athena can try to crush them, but I'm not sure what that one is doing in the first place. Jet Tango or Mecha Tango getting some good harassment there, trying to gun down or trying to run away. Got multiple aircraft carriers in this region. Do have an EMP effect there. A lot of flak towers for the Soviet player, and trying to shoot down these sorties, but the Apollos only have limited ammo. It does get some of the shots shut down. Vindicator's going for a bottom run. Looks like the Vindicators may go down, but the Apollos do fall back. They may have ran out of ammo, and Green's NCV is falling back as well. Green's Athena cannons getting some great damage there. Even focus down some of these wounded or full health Hydrofoils. I do see a final squadron. This one's from Blue, not from Cyan. And now here comes another EMP missile, blocking down both the Athena cannons there. Does get a volley off onto one of the aircraft carriers. Athena cannons do get cleaned on up. Assault destroyer getting frozen and destroyed there. There's some flak towers here. Looks like the Soviet. Looks like only sign remains, and that is the Empire player up north. So the Empire player has inherited all the structures. Hammer tanks siphoning down some of these multi-gunner turrets. Advancing forward now, getting some hits onto the tsunami tanks. And now there is the Emperor's Rage there. Emperor's Rage on Siphon, that should be very deadly. But Science will have a hard time trying to maintain the southern base. There's already a lot of artillery and naval force. That's a lot of aircraft carriers. I think the Soviet players spent too much time on doing static defense for his teammates. He didn't really help out south of cracking that naval base that was literally sieging him through the entire game. Green did a good job of holding the line, being 2v1 for most of the game. While Cyan didn't really do all too much either. Either way, it's Anna Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.